Hello teachers, Irving Peralta here once again. Now we're going to talk about step 3. If you haven't watched the previous 2 videos, step 1 is on the of course on step 1 video, and then step 2 on step 2 video. But step 1 video does have a little bit of an introduction of the purpose and the reason why 7 steps. So let's jump right into our presentation here. Let's review the last 2 steps. Step number 1, teach students what to say when they don't know what to say. Step 2, have students speak in complete sentences. And today we're going to talk about step number 3, which is randomize and rotate when calling on students. And teachers, we know you do this all the time. You know, you call on certain students, you try to go around the room, you try to even maybe become creative with, everybody there's wearing shoelaces today, stand up, or those of you who have long hair or short hair, whatever that case might be. But how many times in our own classroom do we have this happen? We have students that they think, you know what, if I just simply stay quiet, or if I sit in the back row, the teacher is not going to call on me. I mean, even us as adults, we do this. When we go to trainings, we tend to sit somewhere far away from the one who's presenting so that we do not get called upon. And that's just a natural thing for us to do. We want to be in the background. Yes, there's others that love to and they're not afraid of, being called out and answer the question. But just put yourself in the shoes of a student. If they don't feel confident, if they don't know the answer, then they're definitely just going to, fade in the shadows, as you can imagine. So what randomizing, being able to rotate whenever you're calling, what happens is that it creates this positive tension, because the students know that they're going to be called upon, that there's a big chance that their name is going to be called. There's a big chance that they're going to be participating in whatever the question has to be, or the activity. So many of you already use name wheels or popsicle sticks, or maybe you use even classroom screen. And if you haven't, I want to show you those here right now. Classroomscreen.com is probably my favorite, if not one of my favorites, which looks just like this. It's Classroom Screen. You can, if you want to, sign up for a pro edition, but even the free one is just that. It is completely free. So it looks something like this. Hopefully I can get all of it on my screen, but it looks like this. It has this background that you can, by the way, you can change the background setting right here where it says background. Let me move my picture. Right here you can change the background to just about anything, or you can even add a local background. So maybe you guys are studying about fall, and so now you have this fall theme in the background. But anyways, you can be creative with that. But what I love about it more is that you can have even a randomizer by just simply using some dice. Maybe you have your students in you have them in alphabetical order, or each student has a number. So then you can simply say, all right, let's call on number 3. Who's number 3 on our list? All right, go ahead and stand up and let us know what is 8 plus 3. Or maybe you have different groups. Maybe you want to call, let's go ahead and 1 and 2, go ahead and you guys partner up together. Or maybe you want to have a group of 3. That's just an idea. There's also a randomization game, not a game, but a tool here where you can type, students' names by just simply adding their name. And now you randomize by saying choose, and there we go. Martha, go ahead and stand up and tell the class what is today's objective. Or you can just click once again and say, all right, Robert, it's your turn. You're going to be the one that comes up to the board and answer the question. There's other things that you can use here. These are not the only ones. There's also a sound level This will allow your microphone, let me bring it in here. So if the class gets too loud, then it becomes, you know, red, maximum noise. So there we go. So if the class does get a little bit too loud, you can kind of bring it down. And there's also a bell. And right now I'm using my microphone, so of course the level of sensitivity is going to be very loud, but that's just another option. There's also a drawing tool. There's a text box. I like this one too. This is my traffic light to let students know, okay, everybody working, or everybody, let's go ahead and good to go. There's a timer, stopwatch, and so much more. I told you this is one of my favorite ones. All right, so this one's called classroomscreen.com. The other one of my favorite is this one, which is called wheelofnames.com. It's right there on the top, wheelofnames.com. And I'll put all of these links in the bottom, in the comments below, okay? So here, the same thing, you just populate your you just simply populate your list of names, and then you click on it, and here it is. And again, what are we doing? We're building this tension that we know, positive tension, that we know that Fatima needs to prepare and be ready. And there you go. Happens to be our winner for today. And you can actually remove her because you already called on her. So now she, you know, I got called on, I participated, I did what I needed to do. Or you can keep her name on the wheel because you're probably going to call on her again. So those are two of my favorites. I am sure that there are plenty others that you are using in your classroom. And please comment down below, let us know the links, that way we're able to share them with others, and let us know what are you using right now that we are, some of you are face-to-face, some of you are AVL. If you are doing an AVL classroom, you can still use a classroom screen because you can just share your screen. You can use the pinwheel because you can share your screen as well, or you can just do the traditional, you know, where you have your popsicle sticks, or where you have, you know, just even a set of dice in your hands and you roll it. Whatever the case might be, the point is we want to randomize. We want to rotate the calling on the, we don't want to keep calling on the same person, the same student, because we know that that student is going to answer every single time. But we want to build that positive tension because I need to, you know, I need to be ready because I know that my name more than likely is going to be called. So just imagine you have a classroom where the students already know the expectation that if they don't know the answer, they're going to be called at one point or another because you're rotating and randomizing. But it's okay that I might not know the answer because I have a poster that I can go back to in case I need any help. I can always trust that I'm not going to be put to shame. Also, I have built this daily, continuously routine of answering complete sentences. So I'm ready that when my name is called, I have a sentence, my teacher has a sentence stem on the board that I can use so that I can, you know, practice that language. That is becoming a language-rich interactive classroom. And this is just step 3. So if you're ready for step 4, please click on the next one. See you there.